of signing American Idol and America's Got Talent, this next just placed in the top 15 on America's Got Talent. He came head-to-head with Simon. It's fucking dope. You guys gotta check it out. He's our boy, fresh out of the area, Fremont, California as well. You guys may know him as one half of KO Comedy. Everybody start making it loud for our boy, Kabir, Singh!
So that was nice.
That was very nice. Back at the San Jose Improv. Good little crowd for a Wednesday. I got to go out there and you know, just it was nice to come back home. Everybody was like just super amazing and sweet. I was blessed.
The midweek show is always weird because you're basically relying on people dating.
Well, it's not just that, but you know, as a comedian, I mean, look, I couldn't, you know, you just have to. These are the shows where there's like no high pressure. Because every other show that I have for the rest of the freaking year is Kabir Singh headlining. So to go up there in the middle for 15 minutes, not have a set ready, and just kind of enjoy yourself, it's beautiful.
You were still I was backstage. They're going to see the footage of this.
Oh, good.
Where you're going on. You were doing some pacing back down there. This might be fire and forget, but you were still constructing it.
Oh yeah, I was just really clear-headed and just, it is nice to have no strings attached kind of shows, you know? Especially when you have just gone through, you know, a complete machine. It's just nice, you know, you forget, you know, this is why I love stand-up comedy. You just go up there with the mic and do whatever you want to do. And your whole goal is just to make these strangers laugh.
Yep.
No strings, nobody telling you what to do. So it was just it was a chill, nice show. I enjoyed it.
It's fun.
And shout out to Sammy Ubaid. Great work with the KO Comedy tonight. It's been years since we've been back for doing an actual KO Comedy show.
Yeah, because it was a real thing and then it went to Zoom.
Right. This is the first one post-Zoom. That's correct. And I was just here. I did my one-nighter just a couple, I want to say like a month ago? 3 weeks ago?
It was nearly 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was really simple. And that was amazing. We hit balcony and those guys, that was a cracking show. But I also, you know, again, I had to go up there and like do the whole thing. And so it's nice having these, just a chill show. But it is a great venue though.
Approaching a railroad crossing.
They reconstructed the whole venue, which is good during COVID. And David Williams did a great job as your buddy, your British buddy.
He's not a buddy. He just happens to be British.
Well, you're the only two British people I want to talk to right now, so he's your buddy.
He's pretty skinny, but I saw him eating that chocolate pudding, and I'm like, you bastard.
Oh, that guy has he must have great genetic. Every time I see him, he's eating a triple burger.
I even look at a carb, and I just fucking blow up, I tell you. It's been...
I know that game. But it was fun. It was, it's cool, man. Wednesdays, you know, this is where we used to cut our teeth, man. Wednesday nights used to be a big deal. It's just, it's going to get back up again. But, you know, when I first started out, there was a specific Wednesday show every day of the week. Mm-hmm. It was Unfiltered Underground. There was, you know, Big Al's, you know, Comedy Bash. And then McClure had his own show. And it was just constructed. Like every Wednesday, this is the show that you're going to get. And it was always packed. I mean, people would just go nuts. They would promote the hell out of it. What the hell is that? Is it a haunted house?
I'm curious. You can't see this, but there's like a strobe light going across.
Yeah, for everybody that...
There's some Greek architecture. It's part of old San Jose.
I'm fully obsessed with it.
Nope, it's just a blown out light.
San Jose, just always throwing you curveballs.
You know, it's the Superior Court.
Are you into haunted houses? That's my stuff. Haunted houses and water parks.
The water parks thing, we've joked about this. There is this place near where I live. We never did. We got shut down. We were going to do it in 2020, but we actually talked about getting all the comedians to
the Raging Waters.
Raging Waters. Yeah.
We did it once. Blast. Everybody had way too much fun.
We were going to do it last year, but it never, and just as it was being talked about, everything got shut down and it never happened for
well, it's really
reasons.
important to understand if you guys are going to Raging Waters with a big group, you got to go on a weekday. You got to avoid the children. As for haunted houses, same thing. And they're going to be back this year, probably bigger than ever.
You're talking about the crappy ones at the fairgrounds. That's your thing?
Which, the haunted houses?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love them all.
You're weird.
I've been to every haunted house probably in Northern California. How about that? We're including Bakersfield, Fresno, God, even Reno, I went away. I have driven more for haunted houses than I have done for comedy. to do a callback on your earlier question.
We're talking about just like the crappy things they build on fairgrounds. Or are we actually talking going to like Winchester House and that kind of stuff?
I like Winchester House. I thought they're great, but sometimes those fairgrounds are scarier.
That's so. Like,
They go all out, man.
I have been to one, the one at Pleasanton.
Yeah. Okay. Alameda. Yeah.
the showgrounds.
Pirates Emerson.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah,
You thought that was crappy?
I just thought it was. It's different.
They
when
did their best job.
It's different when you're a dad and you've got a kid with you, and you don't get to really participate as just try and recover the wreckage. You're not there. You're part of the support act.
Yeah.
You know? It's
not like going with friends.
You
having
and
a couple
exactly
prior.
I was sober. There was no weed in my life.
Oh no. Nobody told you to go there sober, John.
In fact, I was.
Not one person.
Actually, I tell you, that was a pretty cool night for me because we went there. We were staying. It was a weird situation. I was doing a thing with my wife. We were actually staying at the fairgrounds, and I took my kid there, and then I drove across to the city to do Kill Tony at Cops, which is when Dave Pursuit killed it that night. Absolutely killed. You know that bit he does about the drug measurements and how kids don't know anything these days, and he runs through the different drug. He did that the most perfect 2 minutes. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
He's tremendous at that.
Yeah. So I owe my anything I have in LA is because of his 2 minutes.
Well, Dave Pursuit is one of the nicest guys I've ever met.
He is.
Oh my God! I took him to San Diego to open for me at the American Comedy Club. I think it was American Comedy Club. Yes. So I had a one-nighter over there on Sunday. I take his ass over there, and this was right after his accident, where he lost a good portion of his hearing. And it was hella funny because I'm hanging across the street and I asked, actually it wasn't me, it was another comic that I was with that was opening for me, asking for weed. And Dave had weed. And there's like 4 cops like across the street, like standing next to us. And all you hear is Dave yelling at the top of his lungs with a bag of weed and a pipe. Tell Kabir I have his weed. And everybody's all, I'm standing there like, I didn't ask, why are you yelling? And he can't hear me. I have your weed. And I'm like, look, you're not fucking blind, Dave. I know you don't have to hear the cops. There's 4 of them, 4 feet away from them. Do you want your weed? Okay, I'm going to cross the goddamn street. I had to go all the way across the street and be like, Dave, shut the fuck up and just give me the weed. He's like, I didn't know if you could hear me. And I was like, I heard you. You didn't see the panic in my face?
All right, so that time I did my first real show for you, at the Improv and not at Kirby's, suddenly makes sense when he turned up with the goods, and because he wasn't in the show. Now it all makes sense.
Oh.
The confluence of weirdness comes together.
I couldn't believe it. The cops were telling him to shut up. They're like, stop, please.
We don't
want
want
to
to
get in trouble.
We do not want to have to do some work at this time.
And he's looking at me. The cops looking at me, looking at him. I'm like, I'm really sorry about this. Like, tell him to stop yelling about the weed. It's like, yes. I think I called him Your Honor too. I was so nervous. I was like, yes, Your Honor.
That's funny.
I'm not a judge.
That's funny.
Oh my God, couldn't believe it. Great guy.
He is. We had the Bay Area. It's weird because once people kind of, I know Ali Wong still has a place here, but she's not really.
Oh no,
here. She's gone. It's
which we all want to be.
Really?
No. Bay Area for life, dude. I love this place.
No one's Bay Area for life. You got to go where the money is. Hell's too.
True. I mean, but you know.
And it's not the same.
It depends. If you got like a weird, like, you know, if you get married to like a producer that lives in LA, you got to go to LA. So she had to go to LA. For me, I mean, I'll probably end up staying here. I mean, LA is so close.
It's only a flight.
It's a flight. God bless, you know, all these auditions on Zoom. Yeah. Not the same, but you get more done. I mean, all the commercials, I never understood auditioning for a commercial in real life. I don't know. It just, you know, especially phase 1, where they're not even picking anybody on that first round.
No,
you're gonna have to show up 3 times anyway.
They're just cutting people anyway. No, it
do
is
the damn thing, and then just you know, amazing.
No, I do. Don't get me wrong, I miss travel. I'm going to Houston, not next week, the week after. And I will not be doing a show, which is kind of weird, but I gotta be on my best behavior. But it's so nice to actually be traveling again. Like, I'm gonna sleep in a nice hotel.
Oh no, there's nothing better than that.
I miss these things. I really have.
By the way, quick shout out to my boy Dustin Travilla for winning America's Got Talent. I gotta spend 2 full weeks with this guy, one of the nicest dudes. His wife is gorgeous, the kids are amazing. So we just got word over the text that he won it. So congratulations, Dustin. This guy has always been cool and super supportive to everybody. Good magician, did a good job, handled business. Congratulations, buddy.
Even if you got 6 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta,
Well, I mean, it's just a whole different act. But it's just, the guy, I always go by people's just personality and who they are as a person. That's who I root for.
He came across as nice people.
Oh, he was amazing. But behind the stage, running around, talking to everybody, it was cool. He had a good energy about it.
Where's he from? Somewhere in the middle he's like from the middle of the country, right?
Yeah, it's not LA or it's not Cali, that's for damn sure. And I knew he flew his whole family down, the wifey and the kids and everything. But his act for AGT was perfect because it was storytelling, it was heart touching, and it always ended in some sort of, cool trick. Which is great, So at the end of the day, when you want to go to Vegas and watch somebody like that, he's gonna easily carry an hour.
He's gonna. I'm gonna say he's gonna be doing 2 shows a night, 3 on a weekend.
Yeah, he's gonna have a good time.
So we wish him well.
We do. We wish you a lot of well. Off the record.
Yeah.
How the fuck?
I'm not turning the cameras off. That's live. That's
You're
standing.
not live streaming, right?
No. It may on it. It depends how I feel in the edit. There is this thing that it's really hard for comedians to win unless they've got a puppet. That is the aesthetic. I gotta.
Well, also the singers too. They had 2 amazing singers that didn't even make the top 5.
Yeah. I have a. I don't do this for fame and fortune. I got 500,000 bloody. I have more views on YouTube than you do.
Mm-hmm.
Thing is, you were doing comedy. I was talking about the use of artificial intelligence and internet security systems.
Yeah.
It's a little dry.
It's a little dry.
It's a little dry.
You got a stark fan base that'll listen to that.
It's a very.
And since I'm going up against every other comedian on YouTube. There's 2 of you. Like he's the only guy that talks about the shit I like.
It is a weird field, but it is hard to be successful in that general entertainment category without a gimmick, whether it's a puppet or the vent or the
I'll just do the old-fashioned way. Collect TV credits and headline comedy clubs everywhere. I mean, I love AGT's. Was an awesome experience, and
the timing was perfect. Coming from, nothing,
right from COVID to that, back on the map. Have a good time. Oh, I know this guy.
Yeah.
4 comedians made the semifinals. 3 made top 15. It was pretty sick. But overall, it's cool. Like the kind of feedback and the people that reach out to you all around the world is amazing. But it's definitely built for a showcase act, like something that just. It's a big show. It's a big stage.
Yeah.
Stand up is what it is. Highly entertaining, and people are going to always do well. But for us, this is, we are already working. That was just like a platform to be shown to everybody.
It's an accelerator.
It's an accelerator, exactly.
It'll be fun to see.
Yeah.
There's
a lot of acts on AGT that went to the finals over the past few years that we're not getting half the work we're getting. Talking to these singers and these bands and stuff. Are you kidding me? How much? You got a #1 hit, you're not working. Us, we're just, you got a couple TV credits and you're really funny and the clubs love you. You're working 200 days a year.
If you can fill half the club, they've got someone else to fill the other half.
Exactly. And, corporate gigs and all that stuff. But like for those guys, this platform really is for undiscovered magicians and stuff like that, which is great. And they throw us a bone here once in a while too, so it's pretty awesome.
You know, your lady suggested that I put in next time, so I probably will. I will sell out my soul and.
Go ahead.
You're the lady that found you at Montana. She very kindly messaged me a few weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
So I will put in, if only to throw barbs at the other Brett, just to have, you know.
Oh yeah, Neela.
I'm putting.
We're talking Neela?
Yes.
Well, Neela is one of the sweetest people in the world. I mean, she goes out of her way to go to these festivals just to look for a big talent like that.
I was looking at because of what we were doing
I gotta
last
thank her and
week.
give her some love.
Because of what we were doing last week, you did, by the way. You did thank her.
On what?
You publicly
Facebook?
thanked her on all your social media. When I say you did,
Somebody else smarter.
someone else did it for you.
I thought I DM'd her, but I probably didn't. I should DM her though.
Where was I going with this? No, it is fun to watch. So we've got, you know, so that's now behind you, and you're now heading to what's that? Forget the weekend stuff. What's the next big stuff? What's different?
Well, I have a couple meetings with a couple networks, including NBC, and you know, we're definitely going to be planning our next TV thing. I mean, I'd love to do late night sets. I think there was a lot of material that I wasn't able to use.
Oh God, yeah.
I think that the next step I would not be, you know, I can't say what show, but I'm getting reached out by a couple of them, and I think we're probably going to lock something up by the end of the year, and I think it will air by the end of the year as well. So I'm excited for that. And yeah, at the end of the day, I got all these pitch meetings and stuff like that. Hopefully, I really want to get side hustle on something, whether it's Amazon or Hulu or something like that. I definitely want to spotlight other comedians. You know, I think it's a great idea for a show. So, you know, those are my two biggest projects right now. And then, you know, I have some great representation right now that is guiding me in the correct direction on possibly getting some sort of, you know, fun show. Terry said it like 11 times on air that I should do a sitcom.
Your mom.
With my mom. And at the end of the day, you know, him saying that on national TV 3 different times on Twitter twice is something that's cool. And people have reached out to me about that, production companies and stuff like that. So currently the next move is just, we're going to use this as a springboard. We're going to elevate it. And, you know, we have just begun. I mean, we're ready to go. I'm very excited.
All right, well, I'm going to close this out by saying we are both doing ha-has on November the 12th.
I want to say it's actually October 18th, Saturday. So I'm doing Santa. I'm going to be doing October. But we were both a little off. What the hell is the?
We might both be up for one of us booked a hotel room.
Jesus. Palm Springs is the 15th. And, oh God, you know what? I can figure this one out. But we can mention the fact that we will be doing, what else are we doing together? We got Orinda Theater October 16th. That's what I put you under.
All right, Orinda.
So we'll be doing Orinda Theater
on the
October 16th, Saturday night with Mikey Winfield. Mikey Winfield will get involved with that. Oh, I love it. And the last show we did in Orinda was insane. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And our Hog Club date is pending. I think I had a little mix-up, but we're going to be doing that on a Saturday. We're going to be actually doing 3 shows that night. So that should be a blast. I'm going to let you know about all that. We will be together at San Jose Improv in December as well. It'll be a lot of fun stuff together.
So,
And a retirement home, September 27th.
I'm still going to be in Pennsylvania.
How long are you going to Pennsylvania for? What do you do? Hunting for... Okay, wait a minute. Dracula's not
I gotta go.
Pennsylvania.
I gotta go and find Karen in DuBois. My fans know what that means.
I love it.
Follow him. That's at Kabeezy on Twitter and
absolutely.
Instagram and on Facebook. And I will just be your regular EV dad, John. Speak to you another day. Have a great night, and whatever you do, be safe.
Love you guys. Thanks for all the support. It's been an amazing journey. Thank you.